Good morning, Maya Parback. Here's the plan. More of the same. Roof beams. South wall, the perimeter wall. And I don't know if there's much else new to show you. You might want to think about a short break. Go away, do something else. Come back in a few days. Well, please don't, but I'm giving you a fair warning. I don't know what else there'll be. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it's Monday morning, and if you've watched any previous Monday morning episodes, you know what's coming. They have had their morning prayer, which we don't film out of respect. And now there's the briefing for the day and for the week. And shortly, it's exercise time. We'll come back for that. So here we go. Once again, Webb is going to lead them. Assisted by Ariel, who has interesting hair this morning.
Bilang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ay ulo. Ulo pa nito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 8, 7, 1.
We'll get a closer look at Ariel's hair.
Shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, ribs. Ay, balakang. What tawag dito? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh.
Makaga nakakana ako. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Jopay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
You can see there are varying degrees of enthusiasm
1, 2, 3, 4,
this morning.
5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Manny once more.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there we go. Monday morning, exercise class. Everyone should do it. Okay, so I'm immediately wrong, which is not unusual. This is new. They've built a cage. So this cage is basically for recalcitrant workers who misbehave, get locked in here for a couple of hours to teach them the error of their ways. Or it's actually to carry materials using the pulley up to the roof. Yeah, okay, the first one, not true. So they worked on this, I think on Saturday. I missed it. So yep, we're back on roof beams. Quite a lot of the crew upstairs. We are short today of crew. We are only running at 20 for various reasons. One is away having a COVID jab, and 4 others haven't made it in today. So, roof beams. They still say roof beams will be poured before Christmas. Manny's just reconfirmed that. When Manny says that, it probably means it's not going to be too long before it happens. And downstairs, still removing some of the forms and then putting back the bracing, the support scaffolding. At least in part, they're doing that so that they can reuse the support beams upstairs. And back on the south wall. Team of 4 working to finish off this section now. So, as you can see, despite the shadow, we are fully up to height and done just across the basketball court. Forms coming off, going on, not sure, just beyond that. And the tie beam is in place beyond that, up to the corner. So this wall, I suspect, is only a day or two away from being completed up to that corner. And if you caught the last episode, you'll know that I said they will then switch from here on the south side over to the north side, and that still seems to be the plan. Okay, grass is preferable to a ball to play with. Very short attention span, this one. Let's try again. No, not interested. Well, that's no use. You're supposed to go and bite those things. Good girl, that's what we want. That's more like it. Chasing stuff. That's what we want. None of this being friendly nonsense. Yes, much better. Well, she is very, very young. But that's a good instinct. And here's Bronny. All he wants to do is bite stuff. Shoes, balls, you name it. He's determined to bite everything. Not people, not yet. But he just loves biting. And chasing. You throw that. If you never get him to give it up, he'll chase it for hours. He does not want to let go. And off he goes. Although, he doesn't seem to have a nose for it. He loses it regularly, and it's right in front of him. That's right there, you muppet. Oh, and he's not at all sure what to make of the cows. Here he comes. We can't seem to wear him out. He's got energy to burn. So, talking to son Jack last night, he suggested a couple of different things for the drone, and one of them is to try and have a little bit of a look at some of our surroundings. So what we're looking at here is on the south side of us, the subdivision of Amelia Homes. So let's have a little bit of a look around. It's not a very big subdivision. There's only a few houses on it, although I think I mentioned in a previous episode they have, we are told, sold all the land, all the lots. I can't be certain of that, but that's what we were told. So it's just this fairly small-ish residential development. This is going back towards the road. So as you can see, quite a lot still undeveloped at the moment. Going this way, I'm going to be a little bit careful. A lot of power cables ahead of us. far as I'm happy to go. I am slightly concerned about the distance this might be able to go and the fact that it might choose not to come back. But let's have a little bit of a look. So in front of us now is our closest church. And this being the Philippines, there are many. But basically, if you follow the road that goes that way, just out of sight, to the left of the church, that takes you into the town of Magalang. And you can go that way, or you can go a different way and just basically keep going and then head slightly west, and you end up in the city of Angeles City, which, for those of you that don't know, used to hold a really quite substantial US military base and airport. That was effectively shut down a few years ago, and Angeles, it probably took quite a while to recover, but it is recovering. It's developing quite fast now. Anyway, so still we're over Amelia Homes, and this is heading up. If you keep following the road just on the left hand side there, you will come eventually to an area called Santa Lucia. It's about a couple of kilometers away, and basically that was a brand new town that was built after Mount Pinatubo erupted and displaced many people, killed many people, displaced a lot. So there's really a very large new town up there that is, what, 20-ish years old? And really, a lot of what is in between where we are now and that point, there's a lot of farmland, undeveloped farmland, a lot of rice growth, a lot of land that has just not been developed at all, but is slowly being developed now. So this is going over the back corner of our property, and then you start to get into rice fields, and it just keeps going for, as I said, about a couple of kilometers until you get to Santa Lucia. Let's go a little faster. I'm not sure how far we can go, what the limits are on this. Don't want to push it too much. I'm going to go a bit higher because it's hard to make out what I might hit from here. So there's a couple of barangays, a couple of local districts along here. When you leave our barangay, which is San Miguel, what we're looking at now is the next one, which is La Paz, and then you get to San Isidro, which is at the end of, well, it's about a kilometre and a half from where we are. So some development along the road, but behind it lots of undeveloped or only farmland developed land. And there is construction going on. It's not massive though. This side of Magalang town is seeing some development, but it's not very intense just yet. Right, I think for this first long distance flight, that's about as far as I'm comfortable going. So I think we'll come home. Yeah, agricultural, mainly. So, let's head back. Well, it's 4:20, so we're very close to the end of the day. And after those shameless and obvious attempts to divert you away from the fact there was not much more to see with puppies and drones, here we are back on the south wall, and we're not quite done yet. Looks like tomorrow they should finish off this section to this corner. And then there will be the huge excitement of watching them build a wall somewhere else. But we're getting close to finishing the south wall. And the roof beam, they in the last 20 minutes or so started to put up the steel tube that holds the phonolic cord forms in place. So we are getting quite close to finishing off this side, the south side. And in fact, the engineer has just told me they will pour the concrete on this beam tomorrow, which is slightly ahead of the schedule I had this morning, which was sometime by the 23rd of December effectively, because that's their last day before Christmas, which is still almost 3 weeks away. So yes, they are moving fast upstairs. We'll go and have a closer look up there. But before I go up, this is new. Spot the difference from previously. No more steps of death. They have been removed. Has to be the stairs now. And forms have been removed on the stairs as well. It's not all roof beams and perimeter walls. We have got more and more of the bases, the steel bases for the roof beam in place. We're starting to get more and more of the beams done, and we're starting to get more of the forms done. But we'll have a look on the south side where they're almost ready to pour. So this is the roof beam. Still getting some attention, not quite there yet, where they are apparently going to pour tomorrow. So all of this appears mostly ready, but it does not yet have the steel tubes on the inside to support the phenolic board, so that's got to be done yet. But apparently they are close. So we'll have to put a little bit more form in this corner, stop the concrete running everywhere. But sometime tomorrow, they say. So, roof beams before Christmas, you betcha. Whether they will all be finished by Christmas, oh yeah, of course they will. That's it, the bell just went. Tools are downed. As previously, if you didn't see it, whatever tools they use during the day, they basically have to fill in something in a book, basically check them in, check them out again, or check them out, check them in. So that's Monday. It's all over. We'll leave it there. It's a good time to finish. So yeah, there was a lot of diversionary video today, but in the end there are a few bits and pieces to see here on the build, and the news of the roof beam pours starting tomorrow. So ultimately, very good progress. We'll see you tomorrow.